Good morning. We're making a stop into Dollar Tree this morning.
$1.25 tree.
Yeah, it's not Dollar Tree anymore. It's going to be called something else. What did she say? Yeah, they're changing the name. They have all of their 4th of July stuff or Americana stuff out now. It's the day after Easter, so I'm sure most of the Easter is gone. Oh, Sean's picking up Easter candy that he does not need. Okay, you can get some.
I don't eat jelly beans.
All right. Not that we don't have you. I won't eat them, so you decide.
One's okay.
They have a new section called Shore Living, which is all like nautical inspired, beachy stuff. And obviously, since we are close to the ocean here, or close to the Gulf of Mexico, we have lots of beach stuff at this Dollar Tree. And lots of barbecue and picnic stuff. This is a cool little section. And the gardening section, Spring Fling. Now this Dollar Tree has gotten a lot of $3 to $5 items. Cute little lanterns. These would actually be really cute. Ooh, I might get something like this and paint it gold. I actually like that. It's only $3. These are solar lanterns. Here's some little solar lanterns as well. They have the little hook on the top. Those are $5. Oh, here's some more of those. I wonder if this is a $5 one. Yeah, that's a $5 one. I might get one of these as well. This size. And spray paint these gold. I think I will do that. We have some rugs, pillows, large storage totes. What's this? Little portable vacuum cleaner for $5. That looks kind of handy for the car. Oh, and a steering wheel tray. I could have totally used that when we were traveling. This is cool too, a back seat car organizer. They also have car cleaner. So they've got leather wipes and tire foam. These are all Armor All too. $5, $3. Rain-X water repellent. I'm looking at this stuff because my Bronco needs to be cleaned. And I actually need to send it in for its 1-year service. So I wanted to clean it before I went. What's this up here? Watercolor paper. Oh, it's just painting watercolor paper for $3. That's actually pretty nice paper. It's pretty thick too. It's like nice heavy duty cardstock watercolor paper. $3. Nice little notebooks for $3. That's a good size one. I like the shape on that one. There's sketch pads for $5. These down here. 5 subject notebooks. Here's bubble mailers. bubble wrap, envelopes. Not a whole lot of packing stuff. But what are these? Oh, these are the large poly mailers. I usually order those on Amazon. So they have these little fragrance oils, and I was thinking about getting one because I'm gonna make some candles. So I might try making a candle using one of these, adding some scent to it. I also bought a couple of these plain white candles before that I have in my craft storage bin, which I'm going to be melting down. Here's some of the peel and stick wallpaper. This one's kind of cool. It's kind of like a rustic looking wall board. There's a chevron print. These are also cute. These are these little like storage boxes. They're decorative storage boxes. They're called wooden holders, but these would be cute mounted on the wall. There's 3 different sizes and they kind of nest. Those are cool. I've been looking for these spiral candles in green, but I can only find them in white. Well, I found blue and white and ivory, so I'm gonna get a couple of the ivory. They're not swirly, but I think the ivory will go better with my decor that I wanted to use it with than the bright white. And I'm just looking through all of these candles. Oh, what's this one? This one's kind of a pretty one. That's kind of pretty. I think I'll grab that one in that like burnt orange color. That might go with what I have. But they have a lot of these different fragrance oils, so I'm just trying to see which ones I like. I did find another lemon. It's iced lemon biscotti, which that one looked good. But then they have these ones as well. Balance, healing, and clarity. So Dollar Tree also has the vinyl, and they do have the black. I just posted a DIY video showing how I made the silhouette profiles, and so you could come to Dollar Tree and get some of the vinyl right here at Dollar Tree. I also found these really cool, they're called decorative, they're just called Decor. I don't know what they're called. Decor. But they're these placards. They're about, I would say, 24 inches long, and there's a few different ones. There's a black, kind of like wainscoting or beadboard, or I don't know, that kind of a look. There's black, there's a dark color, and then there's like a light wood, and then there's like a whitewashed wood. Those would be really cool in some sort of a project. I could see using those easily in many different things. They could be painted. Here's these cutting mats. I use these a lot. Their crafting section here is really nice. It's actually very well kept as well. But they have a lot of nice stuff. They've got some crafting paper packs. This one has some really cool kind of natural looking paper in there. A whole bunch of different ones. But I don't need any more paper, but they do have them here. So they have these cool candles. They're $5. There's, I think, 4 different ones. And I'm gonna grab the Calm because I really like the scent. But they've got a good selection of candles here. All right, friends, welcome back. I am home from Dollar Tree, and I am gonna do a DIY. I've been wanting to do this one for a while. I've had a lot of the supplies kind of stored up. And so I'm gonna go ahead and start making this project with you guys today. So let's quickly go over what I'm using in this project. And like you saw in my Dollar Tree visit this morning, I picked up a few things. I did get these coconut and citrus scented potpourri, and I liked the colors. The colors go really well with the colors that are in my decor here in our house in Florida. So I'm gonna kind of add this, I think, to my project, which basically this project is going to be just making candles. I'm going to be using some vintage thrifted items, and I'm going to be using some of these candles that are already done from the Dollar Tree, and I'm melting them down and I'm going to make candles out of them. Now I wanted some scented candles, and I've never done this before, so we'll see how it works out. But I also picked up some of these luminescence. This is like a fragrance oil. This one right here is coconut and citrus. This one is iced lemon biscotti, and this one is green tea and bamboo. So I wanted kind of more citrusy, fresh scents. I don't want anything too strong. I don't like any super strong scents in my house. So I'm gonna try experimenting with these mixed in with the wax from these candles and see how they come out. Also, in one of my previous hauls, you saw that I thrifted these vintage little small mugs. Now, after cleaning them up, I realized that there was some initials engraved on the front. And this one, as you can see, I cleaned this one up pretty good. It's not perfect, but I was like, you know what? If I don't clean them and I keep that patina, you can't really see the initials. You can very slightly on some of them, but I actually kind of like the patina on them. I like that kind of old, weathered, rustic kind of look. So I'm gonna keep these ones uncleaned or unpolished. I did polish the one, but that's okay. And then I also have some milk glass goblets here. I'm gonna make some candles out of those. And then I've had this little dish. It's, I think it's a little Scandinavian dish. I've had this one for a while, and I usually put like a candle down on the inside, but I'm gonna actually fill it with wax and make a candle out of this one as well. So that is what we're gonna be doing. Okay, so I have my candles sitting in a pot of water. I just have it on medium heat. I'm gonna try to melt this wax down in this pot of water. I could have probably done it in a crock pot. However, Sean is using one of my crock pots, the one that I was gonna use. He's doing some leftover ham. I think he's gonna do a barbecued ham. Yeah. He's got a barbecue ham going on in there. So I figured I'll try it in a pot, see if it melts down okay. And then we're just gonna basically pour some of this wax into some of the other containers and add some of that scented oil. So while I'm waiting for my wax to melt down, I'm gonna take some of this scented potpourri, and I'm gonna put it right in my bowl here. Not a whole lot. I don't want to fill it completely, but I do want it to show through the wax. So I'm gonna do like maybe half a bowl of that. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna put them in these ones as well. Maybe do a little in each one. Let's see, again, this is all just an experiment to see how these turn out. Don't know if I'm gonna even like it or not, but we're gonna try. So it's been about 20 minutes, and this one right here is almost fully melted. I've actually had to turn my pan on my burner because I think one side of the burner is hotter than the other. And then I'm actually just using a skewer, and I kind of just went down and pushed down along the sides to try to help it along. You can see that the wax is melted about halfway. So just trying to help them along a little bit. Just gonna let them sit here, keep an eye on them. As soon as the wicks become soft enough or loose enough, I'm gonna pull the wicks out because I'm gonna reuse the wicks in the candles. So just be patient with the melting. I suppose you could put them in the microwave. I don't know, I haven't tried it yet, but they would probably melt in the microwave. But I have noticed that the tops are not hot. but obviously the bottoms are hot of the glass. So just be careful if you're doing this at home that you don't burn yourself on the wax. So I'm poking a little hole in some tape that I just taped across the top of my dish, and that's for my wick. I was able to pull one of my wicks out. So I'm gonna just stick my wick right down through that little hole, just so that it's like right in the middle of my dish. I have one bottle almost fully melted, so I'm just kind of prepping these now so that I'm going to be able to pour in my melted wax. Okay, so I'm using my little skewer here, and I have just a little piece of the wax left on this one, as you can see. I'm going to take one of my little essential oils. All right, I'm actually pulling out the little topper because it's too hard to pour. I'm gonna just pour some of that fragrance oil right down into my wax. I don't know how much I'm gonna need. I want it to have a good scent. There, I think maybe half a bottle of it. There's not that much in there. So I'm thinking maybe about a half a bottle. And just kind of finish mixing all of the oil with the melted wax. It's almost completely dissolved. All right, so I have one of my containers completely dissolved and the oil all mixed in, and I'm just gonna pour that wax right in to my first container here. That was one. I think I might need maybe one more. All right, so I have my second one and I added the oil to it already. I think, oh, there's a little chunk of wax that came out, but that's okay. I think this one will just about fill it. I'm gonna kind of move around some of the potpourri in there. And that looks like that's it for that one. So yeah, it took 2 of the containers to fill this bowl. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing to these 2 goblet style glasses. I'm gonna just poke a little hole in the top of some tape that I taped across the top. And I'm gonna take my wick and stick it right down in there. I probably should have done this before I filled up the potpourri, but that's okay. I can kind of move it aside. All right, so I didn't quite have enough to fill up everything that I wanted to fill up. I was only able to fill up the large, let me move this one aside. I was able to fill up the large bowl, which you can see is setting up nicely right here. And then I filled up 2 of the milk glass goblets. And then this, I was wanting to fill up all 4 of these little vintage cups, but I only got about half of one with the 4 candles that I got. So I'm gonna have to get some more candles or some more white wax to melt down to finish this up. But so far it seems to have worked out pretty good. And I ended up using about a half of a bottle per candle. So whatever size these candles are, these are those tall, like, this is just called a plain white candle. It's saying 7 ounces. So a half of a bottle of the fragrance oil per candle. So once it's all melted down, I poured half of the bottle in. I used my skewer here to just kind of like mix it all the way around so that the scent was all throughout the entire bit of melted wax. And then I just poured it in. So it was pretty easy. The process is easy. So yeah, I think it came out pretty good. So here is one of my candles. I love them. I'm gonna do more. I have to go to Dollar Tree and get more of the tall pillar style candles to melt down because these are just so fun, and I have so many vintage pieces of like bowls and cups that I could do these candles in. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and stick around for more videos to come. Hope you have a great day. Take care.